Good afternoon on what is a cool, grey and overcast day. It is Monday the 27th of February. I've got a nice hot cup of tea. A package to continue unboxing. I will finish unboxing, I believe. Go. This. And what I've got inside here is this and this. Okay, so these two volumes are Quests of Doom, Adventures Worth Winning, 5th edition rules, 1st edition field, published by Necromancer Games and designed to be 5th edition compatible. Now I've already done an unboxing of volume 1. And I'm now going to look at the slightly slimmer volume 2. So just put those up so you just see roughly about 2/3 the size. So Quest of Doom volume 2, 6 more adventures, full og gold old school goodness. We've once brought together some of the best authors just for you. We've added 6 more adventures. One from each category found in Quest of Doom, Bugs and Blobs, Demons and Devils, Giants and Dragons, Lycanthropies and Elementals, Men and Monstrosities, and Vampires and Liches. Character levels 4 to 17 will all find challenges within. So, it does have a spelling mistake on the back, so hence OG. Let's have a look inside. So it's a nice hardback, and got a full list of all the authors there. There's the contents page. And then separated by, essentially, the contents page. There's the contents page. We'll get separated by category. So this essentially would have been, I'm presuming, a bonus to the Kickstarter when it was done. Because this was published, 2015? So we've got Ants and Men. This is by Bill Webb, and you've got a full list of sort of like how to start the adventure, and then a full list of all the giant ants and the hive mentality there. Before we have 4 areas and 1 hive, and hive conditions: the hive is at peace, the hive is in trouble, and famine, setting up kind of like the reasons why the hive has become a problem. And we have an image of the hive. It's sort of like done in almost sort of cross section there, and then the keyed areas in the upper hive, and a nice encounter there. It's because I actually got some quite nice artwork in here, and then we've got the lower hive and Queen's Chambers. Oddly, actually, weirdly, so we go from. This is the map. So you've got the upper and lower, middle. So you've got the upper hive, middle hive, and then Queen's Chambers. And it's sort of like, it's not very clear on the map because it's quite dark. And then we go from that to a worked vault. And this sort of like feels slightly too big for the area, you know, it's kind of covering, because all of that, because it's just been shifted to that corner there. And then basically get down to the end. So that's actually quite a short adventure. And then for Demons and Devils, we have the Pit of Despair. And again, this is for 13th level, so it's quite high characters. Involving Justicars, travel to the Pit of Despair, and the Pit of Despair, we have the Temple of Justicars, and there's the map. Quite an odd shaped map, but nevertheless, again, that's quite a short adventure. So that's really just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, barely 7 pages long. For Giants and Dragons, with James M. Ward's Dread Dragon Temple. So these are very location focused. A guide to reaching the temple, and we've actually, this is quite interesting because essentially the temple is actually kind of dragon shaped. You've got the floor plan there in the body shape, and it's the great head there with its teeth. That's quite really nicely imposing. Just, you know, you come across that and you get, there's a certain amount of awe. And we have all the different rooms in there, themed around different colour of dragons. So you've got the black dragon chamber, green dragon chamber, and so on. Areas inside, including, you know, encounter with rivals. I've got a red dragon chamber, and green corridors again, all coloured through the different dragons. Home to lizard folk as well, because they're always associated with dragons. And we even have like a location with a final trial, presumably with the lizard folk, and getting the dragon dreams and adventure. And then Michael Curtis does the Darkening of Namjan Forest. And this is under the Lycanthropes and Elementals section and heading, and we've got, this is an area adventure instead of a wilderness adventure instead of a dungeon. And this is, you've got this is for 4th level characters, and it's being infected by the shadow. You've got danger of shadow infection discussed there. And the actual player characters will suffer a shadow attack. You can see that section just there. And you're basically exploring, working your way in, and you have Thistle Gnome Burrow, which is bringing you to a destination, you know, where they're going to find, the player characters are going to uncover dark secrets and things going on. Gemstone mine in there as well. And then we ought to get to the cellar of Drixel Ol Karl Toten. Which are the last, it's basically the surviving catacombs of the sorcerer warlord Drixel Ol Karl Toten, who is the source of the shadow. And this is straight out of the vaults contain this strange device there. So yeah, and then we've got an appendix at the back, and this lists all the magical items. And you have new monsters like the Gloom Gnome, Miasmic Death, Shadow Kings, Shadow Kin, and rules for Shadow Touched creatures. And then next adventure, this falls under Men and Monstrosities, is Perils of Ghostwind Pass. And it's by Matt Finch. We've got wilderness travel tables and encounter tables, and so on. And this is a big wilderness map in comparison to the earlier one. On several different locations. It's quite a busy looking map, so it needs a little bit of careful study upon the part of the Dungeon Master. And then you have individual locations detailed within that map. Like the Druidic Holy Place, the Abbey of St. Kathleen, complete with a player handout to discover a bit more. We've got the Manor of the Mountain Queen. We can tell the weather is bad there. So that's going to be a bit of a trial for the player characters. And there's the Manor of the Mountain Queen. And then essentially we've got monster roster, including the Lamia Kathleen of the Mountain Queen. So there's an abbey to her. She's basically presumably a sort of like whether or not they, anybody knows what she's really like. But she's definitely the monster in it. Find a monster, and you've got a forward appendix again of all the monsters and so on for the adventure. And then we have just another location adventure. This time under vampires and liches. This is I think this is last adventure. Is going to be the Isle of Illipaz. Again, this is high level adventure. It's for 14th level characters at least, and we have the Isle of the Ancients ready for exploration by the player characters. Including a maze of the ancients, shrine of the ancient, pillar of the ancients. So there's lots of ancients kind of themed through here. Got a layer of intellect devourers, which is always a nasty little monster. Okay, and then a final tomb followed by the final confrontation in the end. And just the new magical items, new monsters, of course, following on. And that's it. So that is Quest of Doom, Adventures Worth Winning, Volume 2. Which I shall look forward to giving a proper review of sometime in the future. Anyway, thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. If you've enjoyed this, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you're if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings in the Nook, where you'll see me out here with a box, or in this case, a package containing a book or game, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so. All, of course, accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I'll be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.